Have you ever felt like you're trying so hard to get healthy, but nothing seems to work? I know that was me for many years. Maybe you're eating better, trying harder, researching more, exercising more, and yet your body still feels stuck. Well, I'm going to share a little story with you in this episode to tell you and to relate to the fact that your health, Christian friend, isn't broken. You may just need the right unlock code. Are you ready to feel clear-minded, energised and strong in your body so you can serve God with even greater joy and purpose? Welcome friend, I'm Laura Hargrave, Master Certified Nutritionist, best-selling author and health coach with over 20 years of experience helping believers like you live vibrant, spirit-led lives through simple and lasting health habits that truly work. In this podcast, I weave together biblical wisdom, proven science, and a less is more approach to help you burn fat naturally, boost your energy and focus, and restore your body as God's living temple. So grab your green tea or your walking shoes and let's grow in wisdom and wellness that will bless you for years to come. Welcome to Health in Faith. So here's what happened to me last week. I went to use my washing machine and it just started beeping at me. It came up with a 0 and it just flashed and it wouldn't go to any of the cycles. It wouldn't start, it wouldn't lock completely, and it was just stuck, annoyingly. And so initially I thought, have I not drained it properly, or did I open it prematurely last time and maybe have done something to the electrics? So I opened up the bottom tray and drained out the bit of excess water that was in the bottom. In my pajamas, by the way. I decided to do this in the morning because I wanted to put my washing on. So there was me on the floor, water now pouring over the floor because I've opened the bottom tray, trying to mop it up quickly. So there was that. So managed to mop up all the water and then tried it again. No joy, would not work at all. And then I thought, well, maybe if I switch it off at the mains and then switch it on again. So I did that. No luck. Tried turning it to every single cycle and pressing the fast start button and the drain function. Nothing would work. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to leave it for a day and come back to it. So came back to it the next day thinking that, maybe it just needed a bit of time or something. No, would not work. It was just flashing with this 0 and I noticed a little red key. So it looked like the washing machine was locked and on. And I was like, but it's not locked and it's not on. So what's going on? I was thinking, do I need to ring an electrician? Do I need to ring a washing machine repair guy? And I was on the verge of doing that. Meanwhile, my washing is piling up. I've probably mentioned it before, but I do sea swimming. And so this washing that was in my washing machine ready to go was a mix of, standard washing and wet sea swimming clothes. So not pleasant, not pleasant. And I really wanted to get this washing done. So it's becoming quite frustrating. Here's what happened next. My husband calmly looked online and found the manual for my washing machine. So it turns out if you press the start button for 7 seconds, then it turns the child lock off. That little red key that was flashing was the child lock. And I don't know, inadvertently must have leaned against the machine and pressed it for 7 seconds and put the child lock on. The irony is I pressed that start button because I thought maybe there's some setting, and sometimes if you hold the start button of something, it kind of resets it. I pressed the start button for about 5 seconds. So, moral of the story, what I took away from this, and I felt the Lord, as soon as the washing machine went on, I felt the Lord relate it to me about health. we don't need to work harder often. And this goes for all areas of life, doesn't it? In so many ways, we can be trying hard. We can be pushing on a door that we need to open from the inside, that we need to pull on. And the answer is not more effort. It's not draining the bottom of the washing machine. It's not switching it off for days, leaving it and coming back to it. It's not the expense of ringing a repair guy and outsourcing to somebody else to try and fix it. And these are the types of things we can do with our body. We can think, I just need to exercise more. I just need to join a gym. I just need to be eating tracking every single calorie. I need to be giving up all the foods that I like. All these things that we can do, thinking that that's going to be the key to good health. Obsessive dieting, 25 supplements, punishing routines, when actually we don't need all that. We just need a simple plan that works. We need the 7-second start button press rather than the getting on our hands and knees in our pajamas, getting the floor flooded and, all that jazz. So just want to pose that question to you. Where are you making things more difficult than it needs to be? And oftentimes we need the manual. We need the owner's manual. Now, the Lord created us, so that often means biblical wisdom. We need wisdom with our health, not more effort and not the wrong effort. We need the right combination, just like opening a lock. Again, you don't need more effort. You need the right set of 4 combination numbers in the right order, and the lock will open effortlessly. And I'm here to say, as someone who struggled for many years with health, with weight, with eating, the combination lock is what changes everything. The order, the right numbers, the 7-second restart changes everything, and it becomes effortless. It becomes effortless. And I don't necessarily expect you to believe that straight away. Maybe you already do believe it. You just think, well, I don't know the combination lock. I have a 4-step system. It's called the Tandem Waltz system. It's the Tandem Waltz 4-step health and healing blueprint. I'll speak more about it in other episodes, and I've mentioned it a bit before. If you're on my live webinar class a few weeks ago, then I went through it in detail there. But let's just say for this podcast, that's going to be the key. That's your 7-second reset. That's your 4-step combination unlock, is the 4-step Tandem Waltz blueprint, health blueprint for Christians. So I'll give you a little heads up. It's testing, because Tandem Waltz is an acronym. So T is for testing. A addresses nutritional deficiencies. EMWA establishes your metabolism, weight and appetite. And LTZ lowers toxic zones in your life. Okay, and all of these things are that combination lock that's going to release effortless health, weight loss, healing energy in your life. And I say that confidently because I've worked with many, many people and helped them in this regard. So don't feel defeated in your health. Don't think my metabolism is broken. It's just my age. I've ruined my body through too many diets. I'll never change. I haven't got enough discipline. Any of that stuff. No, you just need the right numbers. You need the right combination lock. Wisdom. Proverbs 24:3 says, through wisdom, a house is built, and by understanding, it is established. Okay, so I want to give you that 7-second press of the start button in my Tandem Waltz framework, and you can get that with my free metabolic body reset guide for Christians at healthinfaith.com/guide. And I'll talk about this more in future episodes. But if you haven't already, go and grab that guide. It's a 10-minute read. It's 20 years of knowledge and wisdom boiled down into these 4 simple steps. So that is your first start to getting onto the train of easy, effortless health at any age. I've got clients in their 60s, 70s and 80s who've used this to reverse health issues, to have more energy, to sleep better, to lose excess weight. So go and grab that at healthinfaith.com/guide. So shorter episode today. I'll be back next week with a longer episode and look forward to speaking to you again then. God bless. Bye for now. Thanks so much for listening today to Health in Faith, our podcast here for Christians to equip you to live healthy in the unhealthy world that we live in. If you enjoyed the show and appreciate it, then do share it with a Christian friend. And would you literally it takes 20 seconds, just go on to Apple Podcasts and leave me a review, a 5-star review. I read everyone and I look forward to speaking to you again on the next episode of Health in Faith.